Well, it's been a crazy week in celebrity news. From
sure
Miley tweaking it on stage.
Twerking it.
Oh, twerking, tweaking. She was doing it all.
She was doing it.
All to Justin Bieber's new ride.
Well, here to break down the madness is our friend to the show, comedian and social commentator, Jina Johnson.
Hi, guys.
Welcome.
It's a big week.
It is a big
Yes.
week, and it's always so good to see you. Okay, so
too.
let's just get this party started. Kim and Kanye. A Canadian model is alleging that she had an affair, a two-night stand with Kanye. Do you believe her or not? Is this a publicity stunt? What's going on, Janae?
Okay, first of all, you might have noticed my facial expression. Okay. I just want to say we're talking about an uber successful black man and two white women. So I don't really have a horse in this race. You know, I don't. I couldn't care one way or the other. You know,
They're not white. She's
don't do this with me.
Armenian.
We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for this? She's Armenian, and the other girl's swirly, too. They're not white.
Swirly?
Yeah, swirly, like color, swirl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not black is white.
Oh, okay.
I
didn't realize that.
didn't give you the.
Well, I don't agree, but
Well,
let's respectfully agree to disagree.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what do you think, though? Is he
Well,
guilty, not guilty?
I mean, well, let's be clear. He's a musician, right?
That's true.
He's a musician, married to another celebrity. I mean, she should understand. I don't even think they should have to be monogamous, first of all. Yeah, I don't. And I don't think, and honestly, they probably have an agreement. Now, the question as to whether or not he did it, I mean, could be not, right?
Right.
But I would not be surprised if this were, I mean, listen, if this were a Machiavellian plot by the Kardashians, okay? And I don't mean it in a negative way. Those girls know how to serve good gossip.
That's true.
And, yeah, and so the question is now, here is the real question.
Okay,
Because
tell us.
notice what happened. There have been several stories. Every few weeks we get a new story because that is what it is. You know, that's why we're
fuel the
watching.
engine.
That's
Exactly.
And it always has to be about her relationships, right? Because there's no discernible talent, no shade, I mean, outside of beauty and she's watchable and she's entertaining, right?
Okay.
So it has to be about, every week we have to have, oh, they broke up. Now she's pregnant. Now she's in a dress. Now he's gay. Now he's got another woman. So, no.
Because it's a soap opera, and every
Exactly.
soap opera needs a new plot line.
Have to.
And I'll just say that we're no longer talking about him and that designer this week, are we?
Oh,
We're
right,
talking about him
because-
cheating with a girl. So all I'm saying is this is a win for both sides. What the real truth
Very
is.
smart. All right, so we'll have to keep an eye on this one and see what the next story is
I'm
going to
smart.
be.
Breaking it down, girl.
I think
All
about
right.
it too much.
So next up, an angry contestant throws an egg at Simon Cowell on the finale of Britain's Got Talent. Seriously? Does he really deserve that? I mean, I know he's mean.
No.
No.
I think that man, America should give that man an award.
Why?
Okay?
Why do you say that?
Because he is the only person being honest with this generation. When did we get so soft? You're up there. If you're singing off key, I mean, if I'm at home and I'm underwhelmed, then I would imagine that the music industry professional who's made millions and millions of dollars has an idea about it. I think that overall, whoever threw that egg, she strikes me as the woman, you know those women, like those parents who don't want their kid, they don't want their kid to be in sports and for them to lose and everybody's a winner.
Yes,
Yeah.
everybody gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy.
There are no losers.
No, it's
They're
crippling.
only
There are
winners.
losers, okay? There
wow.
are. And there should be.
Interesting. Can't wait till you start raising
Somebody
kids.
has to take out the trash. No disrespect.
Oh, Lord.
It's the truth.
Okay, speaking of losers, this Saint Laurent baby doll dress, $68,000.
Seriously.
For a dress.
Janae, where do we begin?
For this dress,
Where do
not
we
a
begin?
dress.
Well, first of all, let's begin with it is ugly. Okay.
Let's
Now,
start,
Really?
let's be
start
clear.
with the obvious.
And now, it's not ugly for a $50 dress.
Oh, okay.
Not even for like $120, you know, in the right area of
Right.
the country.
Okay.
But $68,000. For $68,000, that's the ugliest dress that has ever been made in creation.
So how do you really feel?
I feel like for $68,000, that baby doll dress should give birth, okay, and then raise it for the first 5 years and hand it back to me.
Okay, then. And on that note, we'll move on to
Petty.
we'll move on to Beyonce and Melissa McCarthy. We can't move on.
God,
Okay.
Ask me what I think.
I know.
That's what I think.
All right, so we're gonna move on now, please. Beyonce and Melissa were both put on this Photoshop diet as Lola just died.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Now,
getting
if you
it
see
together.
Beyonce here, she was obviously reworked here, legs, arms, body, waist, everything by Roberto Cavalli's illustration. And then in UK, Melissa McCarthy dropped 20 pounds in the poster that she did for her movie. Now, this is just wrong. What do you have to say?
Yeah, they call it the Photoshop diet. Shannon says, leave the curves alone. What do you say, Janae?
I mean, yes. I want everyone to leave the curves alone. I would love for Hollywood and the fashion industry to embrace women of all shapes and sizes. But I have a feeling we're going to be running that particular, discussion for the next 20 or 30 years before they start to catch on. We need a couple more, Twitter beefs with Yves Saint Laurent or Vogue or something like that before it really catches on.
Gotcha.
So, but I mean, I'm a Beyonce fan. Okay.
Okay.
So can I just say that I kind of get his defense in that when I saw it, that I didn't think that's not her. That's a sketch.
Like a caricature.
Because I could also tell that the top of her was from the Dangerously in Love album cover. I'm a fan. So but I mean, yeah, he could have put a little more hips on the bottom legs. Come on, it's Beyonce.
But in a weird sort of way, isn't it kind of interesting to be like, leave my curves alone? Like, it's refreshing that women are celebrating their curves. Like, historically, women didn't talk about being photoshopped, and they wanted you to believe that they were that thin. Today, women are saying, no, I'm not that thin, and in fact, I want to be as curvy as I am.
Right. And I'm excited
that.
I love that. And I'm excited that this is where we're going. I just think we're not there yet.
Okay.
But it's okay if we hit him in the pockets a couple times.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Right.
Now, Melissa McCarthy should be mad, though.
Yeah.
She should be mad because
She makes
she's
her bread and butter being big.
Well, she's a star. That's another thing. Like Cavalli, I'll give him a pass just because, okay, your sketch designer probably doesn't even know how to draw thick legs.
Right.
Okay, to be real. But Melissa McCarthy, she's a star in her own right. She's not a loser in the back.
Right.
So I'm like, I can understand if they're just gonna Photoshop just somebody in the crowd.
A random.
But yeah, we know her. Did you think that was gonna pass?
I know.
know.
Exactly, and we know exactly what she looks like. Okay, speaking of Sierra, let's move on. So she's on stage during LA Gay Pride Week. She's performing. She leans down. She thinks she's being handed maybe a piece of paper to autograph, and she's actually served with papers. And it all stems from her skipping a show date earlier in the week. What do you think about that? You're just dancing, you're twerking on stage, and all of a sudden you get served?
Well, I'll say more people will probably see the footage from that concert now that she was served.
It's true.
I don't know.
We've played it at least 5 times.
Right.
And quick, when was the last time you clicked on a Sierra performance? Shady.
Yeah.
Now, okay, no disrespect to Sierra,
But
I love her.
You can't say no shade and that be that.
That was shady?
That was
That was
shady.
I thought no shade clears
It does
the
not
decks.
clear everything.
No.
People always say shady things and then say no shade.
No
Because
shade,
we-
no shade, but it's shade. Go ahead and finish.
Actually, I'm famous for that. So
See?
but okay.
Well, who was
continue.
wrong in that situation? I mean, okay, they were ready. They came gunning for her.
They sure
okay,
did.
because it'd be one thing if the camera was over here and happened to catch it. The camera is directly behind the person
Exactly.
serving the papers, and the girl turns around and speaks to the camera after. They were after Sierra.
And they got to the front row.
Right.
So they worked their way through the crowd to hand her the papers.
I love how she threw it back down. She saw it. She was like, "Oh no, I'm not taking it." She was like, "No,
That
I won't
doesn't
take
work,
that."
sweetheart.
You still serve,
Yeah.
right?
You still serve. But it was
Okay.
cute, though.
Well, the ladies were served recently in a UK study that talked about women should not wear their high heels for like longer than an hour before their feet start experiencing excruciating pain. So, what do you think about that? And how do you keep your feet nice and comfy in your heels?
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, that
Don't
study
be a
came up.
punk.
Pain for
Pretty
beauty.
is pain.
Oh.
Is pain.
Wait, listen, I knew that by the time I was 12.
Yeah.
Okay? And so you buy the heels that will last the longest, depending upon where you're going. And, and whether there are chairs there or whether you'll have to walk.
So-
I mean, my feet start to hurt probably right as soon as I put the shoe on.
It's true.
So-
They say 28% of the people that were in the study say their feet start hurting after 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then 30-something% have walked home barefoot after the party.
Right, right.
Have you done that?
I have not.
You
Those
have.
I have.
But you took
not.
your slippers with you,
Even
didn't
on
you?
my drunkest college night. I have not, because how shameful is that? You hail a cab, you walk slow, you hang on to your friend or your date, you stand there and lean against the wall, but you do not take
Okay.
them off.
So, did you have your slippers in your purse?
I did not.
Really?
That's the prettiest pain, baby. I'm gonna put those shoes on
Okay.
and walk and
Okay.
strut.
Okay, let's talk about Miley Cyrus twerking it.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Uh-oh. I don't even want to know. Actually, I don't
She
even want to
twerked
know.
it, she tweaked it, she dropped
I
it like
didn't
it's
even
hot.
know.
There she go. Bum chicka bum chicka bum chicka bum chicka.
Yes. Almost, girl. Almost.
Does she have moves or is she just off? What is it?
Well, moves compared to whom? Moves compared to the black girls in the back of the video? But like moves compared to like, your average white girl on college night? Yes, she's got it.
I think
Okay.
she was twerking it.
Almost. Almost like no, that's not true. No, that's not true. She was
Hannah Montana
twerking.
could not do that.
I would not have thought she could have done that.
Hannah Montana would not do that.
Oh.
Okay. Only now she's been hanging out with Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose, and I do
And
suspect there was
Juicy
some
J.
smoking going on before this all started to happen.
Really?
I mean, no, maybe not. Actually, I'm actually very glad to see that video. I laugh, I joke. She did do a good job. I think she's been practicing on somebody's stripper pole. But
wow.
Well, but you guys said earlier that she's had problems with her father, and you know when you have problems with your father, what happens? Twerking on stage.
Working on stage.
Do the timeline.
So be careful with those family problems. They may end up on stage. I tell you. Janae, as always, fabulous job. Very funny. Thank you so much for joining us for this weekly roundup.
Thank you.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.